And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of Retention.com. So Klaviyo is the email marketing software that's used by over 90% of the large Shopify stores that we're trying to sell to. I have an unbelievable amount of respect for any company's ability to get that type of market share. I've been trying to get to know these influential people at Klaviyo because of the interesting situation we found ourselves in. Our revenue concentration right now is about 98% to that single integration. And as we continue to focus on these Shopify Plus stores, it's only going to get worse. It's also interesting because we know that they don't love some of the use cases that we enable for brands right now, but they haven't really cracked down on us over the course of 3.5 years. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Our product is so good right now that it's a foregone conclusion that we will continue penetrating into their customer base. So I have set out to figure out what Klaviyo actually thinks about us. Last week, I caught up with Jake Cohen, who is a co-founder of Privy and the longest standing executive at Klaviyo. I have had so much respect for them over the years, and I left that conversation with even more respect. My takeaways from that call are why I think they have created such a dominant company. Number one, so first of all, they're just very principled in general. And those principles find their way into the products, into the organization. And they're uncompromising in their ethos, which in the long term, I think is incredibly important. Another super long-term thing is the CEO is not like a revenue guy. He's a product guy. And apparently a couple times along the road, they have chopped substantial revenue to just make the business cleaner, to analyze and increase focus, which I deeply respect. Santosh says companies that don't have to worry about revenue always get more revenue. So this is the orientation that they have, and it's no surprise that they've created a 90% market share company. Another sort of principal thing, I gather that they compete by playing better rather than operating against people in the world. This is somewhat analogous to Elon Musk forcing every other car company to make electric cars because his electric cars are so good. He's giving away his patents. He's not trying to slow anybody else down. He's trying to speed up the world. And Klaviyo definitely has this attitude, and I think it definitely has propelled them into the market position that they are in. It's infectious. And I also believe this wasn't said in words, but they have beliefs and ideas that are different than mine are about third-party cookies, about stitching together profiles of people, about the ways you can serve a targeted ad with accurate profiles of people that they were put together by information that they didn't necessarily give you access to. They don't like all that stuff. I actually just think it's the way the internet works, and it's pretty cool. But they're building products to enable use cases that are for a world that is not that, which is fantastic because there's low-hanging fruit that is exactly the opposite. They want to be the change that they want to see in the world, which I just like anybody who lives like that. I think it just sets a fantastic example for everybody else. And then I thought this last one was really interesting from an email person. They're building products with the intention of reducing the number of emails that brands send out, and in hopes that over the long term, that will improve the email ecosystem. And you see that. I think the product that they have made that is the best is their Flows product, and enabling these behavioral triggered, targeted, timely emails. That is what Klaviyo does best. So this was an interesting one to me just because I was surprised to hear it, but it's a mega component of their ethos. Klaviyo is amazing. I hope that someday we can be a company that is even somewhat like them in some of these ways. Follow me if you want to watch us build a unicorn in public. I'm Adam Robinson, and that is my opinion of Klaviyo.